Hello everybody. I imagine you would have presumed by now that the gun stock would have been finished, and it is. It doesn't have 50 coats of oil with dozens of sandings in between to make a perfect surface that's completely filled with oil, but it's at the point where it's a shooter, and I can work on the finishing over the winter or whenever I want, or not at all. Maybe I'm going to turn it into a master and make this stock be a little sexier than the first version. But in any case, I need to take it hunting in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to put this Sling Swivel stud in next. Boy, say that 3 times fast. Sling Swivel stud. So this is the one that came on the factory gun, and it was all rusted to heck. I mean, significantly so. So I chucked it in the lathe and hit it with 120 grit wet dry sandpaper for a few minutes, and then used some cold blue. I like this new blue product. There's a guy on eBay sells this. Good stuff. Wiped it with acetone first, and then just wiped it for a couple of minutes with that, and it came out okay. And then the little plastic spacer for it was pretty wasted, so I cut a little tiny aluminum one. These are the smallest things I've made on the lathe yet, and it's a big lathe, but it'll do tiny stuff too. So that's all good, but now we need a hole. I'm putting the hole 1 3/4 inches from here. The concern is that we miss the location of the screw that's holding the recoil pad on. And I poked it with an awl to start the hole, and then I just have a screw here to double check with. Oh yeah, clears by quite a bit, and I wanted to give like a 1/2 inch in case I want to shorten the length of pull a little bit, you know, for like heavy jacket wearing, although this length of pull seems to fit me just fine, but I just gave it a little extra room. So anyway, I poked the hole with an awl, wrapped it with masking tape, of course, so that when I'm drilling it, it'll help control any splintering. And then I started the hole after the awl. I used an 1/8 inch drill bit without this contraption on it, and started the hole. And now this is just 2 pieces of 3/4 inch oak that I glued together and cut a 90-degree notch in the middle, drilled a hole through it. And yeah, you can make one that lasts forever out of metal or aluminum, but oak's just fine for rare occasional use and easy to replace if it gets wore out. You could even just drill that out and stick a dowel in it and re-drill the hole. But I've done, I don't know, at least a dozen, maybe a couple dozen stocks with this, and it's still working fine. So anyway, I'm going to stick the drill bit in this guy. I'm going to put the drill bit in the hole there, and I'm going to drop this down onto the stock and make sure my wood is square, and then I'm going to drill the hole. Yep, I think you see all that. I'm just going to do it one more time and just run through the steps and make sure I'm happy before I poke it. Here, let me give you a little different angle. Alright, and I'm just going to check the fit of this hole a little bit. Yep, looks good. Get the drill bit in the hole. Oh yeah, that's in the hole. Alright, get the wood block so it's square. Eyeball it so it looks like it's somewhat vertical. And here we go. Oh, we didn't have much room there, did we? Let's choke out on the drill bit a little bit. Forgot to mention a couple of heavy things here to help prop it up. I'm sure you guys have fancy gun vices you can stick it in. This works for me. Alright, now that it's started, I'm going to go in. And how far do I need to go in? Well, I need a piece of tape. I'll be right back. I got it. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, it was already that deep. Okay. And that's good. So next is to use one of these special Sling Swivel stud drill bits. As soon as I get the tape off of this one, I'll show you. Alright. So it's one of these guys. Get this from Midway or Brownells, probably anywhere like that. And so this drills the hole to the right diameter for this. Yep. And then cuts a little bit of the recess for the washer. My last DeWalt battery, the old style, died a couple weeks ago, and would love to get that Patreon thing going. Maybe some of you guys might support me a little bit. So I'm not really making any money doing this for other people. I'm mainly doing this for my own projects and to entertain you. But oh my goodness, everything costs money, huh? So $150 for the modern batteries, or $200 for a whole new drill. I'm kind of thinking about switching over to Milwaukee. When I compare the two, Milwaukee feels real nice, got great reviews. I love my Milwaukee router. That is top of the line. So anyway, let's see if this will find its way through that hole. Okay, I'm gonna take this out and take the tape off so I can see my recess. Yep, so long as it shows a recess all the way around, the washer will be perfect. And that looks great. And now I'm going to use a little bit of super lube on the threads and run it through with an Allen wrench stuck through the hole. Excuse me while I grab the super lube. Kind of interesting how even in a relatively small shop one can do a whole lot of walking around. I try to keep things put away though so I don't have to search for things. I consider it a mistake to leave tools out with a project that has gone on pause. I'm okay leaving tools out with a project that's in progress. Alright, let's see. Here's a piece of piano wire. Oh, it fits. That'll work. We're going hunting. It's gonna be a good day. Get up at 3 a.m. Get out in the field of false dawn. Okay, that's yeah, that's it's a long way to go to catch another thread. Alright, I'm gonna recess my washer hole a tiny bit. See if that gets me what I want. Maybe it'll be too much. There we go. I want to go in crooked. How do we do? Ooh, it's perfect. Yep. Alright, I think I'll use my Montana sling. It's on the 25 caliber air arms because it just pops off easy peasy. So this is your first time seeing the relatively finished stock. I say relatively because the aforementioned oil could use a lot more oil. But well, here, let me back the camera up a little bit so you kind of get the whole proportion. Oh, and let me put the scope back on. Oh, let me raise you up. There, let me drop this on here real quick so you get the whole visual. This is an Athlon Talos, I think they call it, 3 to 12 by 40. You know, for the money, I think the Athlon scopes provide really clear glass. And one of my other hobbies is astronomy. I like good optics. I can't afford Leopold or March, but or any of those top-end brands. But you know, Athlon for I don't remember, a few $100. I think it's a great scope. It's going to be perfect on this rifle. It's got parallax adjustment, which is nice. But here's your, yep, this is still factory plastic. I'm going to make that out of wood. I got the piece right here, came off of the gun stock that the buttstock came from. But right now I just needed a shooter. You know, with a couple weeks coming, I loaded ammo yesterday. I'm going to go out to the gun range Monday and try it out and get it sighted in. So I'll change this down the road, maybe in the winter time. I just needed something with a length of pull that would fit me. And I wanted to take all that drop out this gun had. You know, drop makes the gun very uncomfortable to shoot. There, are you getting a good view there of what that looks like? And it's just so comfortable to throw it up to the face with that. Let me see if I can get you in the, you know, with that straight American classic minimal drop. That's what I like. So too bad it's a plain piece of wood, but I didn't know you know, what kind of screw ups I might make on it the first time making a two-piece stock. Came out great though. I have no fear. I might make this again out of a pretty piece of wood. Not sure the Remington 7400 is worth really good wood, but why not? It's a cool gun. 30-06 semi-auto. That's a thumper. And I got a 10-round magazine for it, which are less expensive and easier to come by than the original factory small magazines. Anyway, I'm rambling. This project I'm going to call, the buttstock part of this project I'm going to call finished. I might let you know how it shoots. My guess is it shoots like a gun. It'll go bang and it'll hit stuff. So, yep, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. All those things help the YouTube algorithm find my little tiny piece of the YouTube internets. But I think it's still growing, and I think I have some other cool things to show. So the next project is behind me. Can't wait to show it to you all. So check back soon, and thank you very much. Bye.